Let's go.
Shit. It's time, motherfuckers.
This song that you're listening to is by One. He produces free for profit beats and instrumentals. Y'all should check him out. Welcome, everyone. We are the Good Day Gang podcast. Welcome back, motherfuckers!
Oh, shit.
Welcome back.
And we celebrate this beautiful reunion today. I'm so happy to see all my boys in one fucking place underneath one fucking roof. This roof in particular, because
This roof in this room.
Y'all are the
In
fucking
front of these
best.
mics.
In front of these mics. In front of the camera and a half that we got going on.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just pulled up my
Technical
own
difficulty.
All right.
It's good to be back. Shit just starts instantly breaking.
Right, we take one little break and we come back and the whole thing fucking falls
Well,
apart.
sometimes you gotta break a mic stand before you break the internet.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yes.
What's been going on, boys? How y'all been?
Oh, man.
Been good, just dealing with the move, new roommates, all that fun jazz.
The motherfucking holidays. The holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah.
Yeah, I
Kwanzaa.
didn't celebrate. Kwanzaa.
Blowjob Eve, blowjob day.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
some important times.
I bet you there is a national blowjob day.
I was actually
There should be Valentine's Day, you would think, but
Actually, this whole time I've been training tigers in Nepal, so that's why I've been gone. Yeah. So
That is
You are
so
the
amazing.
real.
Do they live
Yeah.
with you in Nepal?
oh yeah, I slept in the cages.
Oh, yes.
Nice. You probably stayed nice and warm.
Fucking
too.
animal.
Oh, they were really nice and warm.
No, I'm sure. They have names for... How many do you have? Or had?
There was
Are they dead? Are they dead now? What happened to them?
One died.
Yeah, what do you
because
think we
he
ate
was
last
chasing
night at
a
the
rabbit off a
barbecue?
cliff.
Jesus.
Yeah, but the other ones lived. Fluffy, Duffy, Scruffy,
Duffy,
McDuffie.
Yo, shout out to McDuffy.
Yeah, shout out to me. Yo, that's my boy right there. We used to cuddle up. Sometimes
We used to
let me,
cuddle up.
Sometimes he let me big spoon.
Oh, shit.
Just sometimes
Yeah,
though.
occasionally. When it was cold out, you know what I mean?
Holy shit.
But yeah, we're back.
We're back,
good.
motherfuckers.
We got a lot to talk about.
We do. Y'all want
I have an announcement to
You got
make.
an announcement to make. Let's go!
All right, right off the bat. So, releasing every Thursday. That's the day I'm deciding. Is that okay? Jared, is that
Thursday
a release
works.
day
You can do
Thursday?
Thursday? Yeah.
All right, I'm thinking Thursdays.
Thursday.
New show, Careless Critique, going to be the internet's YouTube's #1 food live reaction review channel.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Watch out, review,
yeah.
bruh.
And I'm really
You're
gonna
in
give
trouble.
I'm gonna give it the Philly breakdown.
Woo.
And I'm gonna capture what the experience is like, and really it's trying to find like value with good food, like finding good food at a reasonable price in a good atmosphere, like not phoned in but real shit.
So
real
with that
food.
being said, now without too many spoilers, what's going to be the first thing you think you're going to review?
So it's a local sandwich shop. There's a bunch of them all over, and if you're from Colorado, you probably know what I'm talking about. It has a theme, but it's one of my favorite spots. I love the sandwiches there. I love the variety. So I think that's
Nice.
a good way to get my
Hell
foot in
yeah.
the door
Hell yeah.
and to start. So that will be coming out on Thursday.
Okay.
I can't wait to see how you critique these sandwiches, too. I'm
Well,
excited.
yeah, I mean, and honestly, I already know I'm going to like it. So I'm just going to say some really nice shit about it. I'm going to say what I like about the restaurant, the whole experience, like
you go. Yeah.
customer service, everything. Everything.
Hell yeah.
Nice. And I like that you're going to be doing, a local John.
Yeah, I want to do local, but I also want
Local.
chains are fine too because, we had some ideas.
I really want you to check. It's a limited time. Little Caesars, they have a Batman. A Batman cheesy pizza thing. And basically, so what it is half of it is a regular pizza, and then the other half is calzones, and they make it so it's in the shape of the bat symbol.
Oh.
Wow.
Fuck with that.
I'm really putting my body on the line with that one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I have to do it for
LeBron, eat your heart out. This is what a real athlete does.
Yes. So that will be coming out every Thursday.
I'm excited.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I like that.
Looking
Hell
forward to
yeah!
it.
Do you have
can't
like
wait.
any catchphrases or anything like that in your head?
I think it'll just kind of develop.
a good-
I'm still
I like
have
that. I like
ideas
that.
that I'm kind of brainstorming
Yeah.
that I kind of want to discuss with you guys, and have some ideas how the direction. And honestly, I think it'll just evolve as time goes on.
Yeah,
and I
for
kind of
sure.
find my voice.
Yeah, let's take some time.
So yeah, looking forward to that. Gonna be eating a bunch of food, which I'm stoked on.
Yeah.
And it'll get me out of my comfort zone a little bit because like I kind of inherently don't like trying new places on my own.
It was fair.
But I will have reviews with like other people. Like
Yeah.
obviously, Good Day Gang will be.
Dude, you could take
Invited on
out
some joints.
J-Mo and
Yeah.
some other people.
Yeah,
in, like, the
people who
future,
like
too.
people who enjoy food. and,
Yeah,
like,
just talk with them.
yeah, get their thoughts. So every Thursday, check it out.
Hey, are you gonna bring back any or do anything with like PA or anything like that? Go out there.
Yeah,
and-
if I'm
little
back in
something.
Pennsylvania, I'll do a fucking Wawa
Yeah,
walkthrough. You know what?
there you
Honestly,
go,
I
son.
gotta
Want that Wawa
I gotta be
walkthrough?
comfortable walking with the camera because you know what? This is a fucking thing now.
There you
this
go.
is a thing and it is happening. And if you don't like it,
Oh, and I can't wait until you get a drunk ass person who comes up and interrupts you. I just can't wait to see how you react to that.
Bro, to start interviewing them like there.
honestly, I'll probably be kind of a dick. Just get out of my face. I'm trying to make a video
I'm
here.
filming here.
Trying to feed,
filming here.
trying to feed my family. All right. This is how I make the money.
Family as in me.
You got any money, good sir? No, get the
Yeah.
fuck out my face. I'm eating this delicious pizza.
I ain't got money. I ain't got patience. You
Speaking-
gotta fucking go.
Speaking of delicious pizza, before we came over, the whole reason why we were late showing up.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
So our new roommate Mark,
is that his name?
yeah, he
Moon's way cooler.
so we also are calling Moon Wood from now on. I don't remember exactly how it came about.
Okay.
There was something, and then Dorval called him that, and we came to the conclusion: if you're gonna have a made-up name, the people around you get to decide it, and he's letting us
Yes.
do it.
Especially if you all chant it at the same time.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
Pretty much
No, it's
Oh.
hilarious. We just chant it, and then he just doesn't know what to do. So that's his new name. But anyway, so Mark, he's this older dude. I guess he like tore his ACL or something, so he can't really move heavy shit. And so Dorval and Dan today helped him get all of his furniture into a truck or whatever, and then they showed up, and I helped them all like
Yeah.
unload it and everything.
So we went to the place he was living at, and the dude who like lived at the house decided to have his whole fucking family over.
Oh,
So his
shit.
whole family's over there while we're trying to like move shit out. I guess the grandparents or whatever were trying to leave like while we were still in the
What?
driveway, like putting shit in the truck. Like really, you
I
guys
didn't know
can't
that.
wait. You guys can't wait 5 fucking minutes for us to like get
Finish?
our, move his shit out and then leave the driveway.
Good God.
Yeah, this bitch almost hit the fucking mailbox.
Good God.
but anyways, so
I was kind of wishing she did. All right, go on.
to thank us or whatever, Mark ordered pizza. And so he ordered from the local place near us called Carl's Pizza. And so the cool thing about Carl's Pizza, they make all of their sausage in-house. But the weird thing, though, is so they're branded as a New Jersey style pizza. And we were trying to figure it out. I couldn't... Just, it's East Coast pizza.
Well, I don't know if it differs from New York pizza
I
because
wouldn't
a lot of New Jersey and New York shit kind of like blends together.
Yeah, you
But
need
I
to-
think the pizza could have been like flatter and more
yeah, I
greasy.
think that's what
that would
made
have been
it
more of
New
a-
York.
What kind of
yeah.
That
pizza did
would-
you guys get? You said sausage?
I mean, maybe that's the
sausage,
Jersey
pepperoni,
way.
and a
Sausage,
cheese.
Pepperoni and cheese.
That,
okay.
that is Jersey style though, like kind of New York, but not as good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no, and the pizza wasn't bad. It was definitely a little thick. The crust was a little thick,
Sure.
for my liking, but it was good.
It was good.
I enjoyed it. tasted
However, it was also like $20 a pizza.
Jesus.
And
mean-
what
I
size
mean, how-
would you
how
say
big-
those were?
yeah, how
Like
big was
18
it?
inch?
How
Those
big
were
was it?
mediums. Those were.
It's like what, 16 inches,
Yeah,
12
16,
inches,
18
maybe.
inch.
Yeah.
Definitely at least
I feel like an
16.
18 inch to like 20 is probably like the large range. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
We
think.
sound like girls talking about dick sizes.
Oh my God. Johnson was only a medium. His Johnson's Johnson and Johnson was only a medium. AP, when are you starting a show?
When am I starting the show?
Yeah, man, we gotta have a show from
Starting
you
a
now.
show
'Cause-
or performing in the show? Because I don't know if I can
No, I'm talking about
show.
for Bazooka Shack. Man. What the-
Oh, starting a
Come on,
show.
it's pretty much mandatory now.
I don't know, man. I've been thinking of some kind of like game streaming kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't know.
You could do your
What
own.
don't you know about? What don't you know about?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
Why?
I used to do all that when I was younger, so it was a lot of fun. I still love it.
You don't
but-
enjoy games you play? You
No,
can't,
I do. I
You have to
I-
try new games. That's why.
You do have to
Play
That
some
is
new
true.
shit.
That
I
is
know.
true.
I know video games are expensive, but you could try like free games that like other people
Yeah,
can like.
that's all
That's
the
true.
all the games I
Okay.
did for my simulators. Those are all free.
That's true. No, that's
What was
true.
that so
yeah.
far?
You could stream a hentai game on your Switch. Because Switch, dude, they're
Only
one of
you
the
would bring
only
that
apps, app stores where you can get uncensored video games.
Yo, for
saw
for
that,
mine, I have a
actually.
couple on broken. What is this? Broken Spacebar. I want to do something for either Patreon or OnlyFans where I play like R-rated or M-rated games, and there's definitely this one where action happens. And I'm like, you know what? But the story itself is like it's kind of cool, but like all this like wild shit happens, but then you also like fuck your professor and like fuck your girl's best friend and like all these other wild stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can make a series about this somehow. You
Damn,
know?
that's a girl we call Becky. She likes to get around and get her
She always
A's.
Becky's me over.
Oh my God,
That's a
Becky.
terrible pun. Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna be starting Rum Guzzlers soon. I don't know what that's gonna be about, but me and people drinking rum and probably doing ridiculous things.
By the way, the coffee simulator.
Oh yeah, did you like that?
Man, they have a simulator for
weird game.
literally
For
everything.
That's because life has become
everything.
so boring and like
Yes.
depressing that we have to simulate
have to
shit
have-
now to get any bit of
The
entertainment.
goat simulator.
Dude, this is almost like the real thing. Going to Starbucks.
So I think
I had a bad day at the Starbucks. Let me redo it.
So I think with Simulate, and for those who don't know, I got a video of trying to play Simulate, the coffee cafe simulator. Go try it out, or don't. It's interesting. What I heard about though is after I found it and did the thing, and then I saw someone else like an hour after, like I started working on the video, do it, but which was kind of cool. But no, I saw people were talking that the cafe itself is in the Matrix. It's Simulate or something like that. I think it's like the newest one, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they actually do have anything together. I've never seen the two of
So
them.
Neo's
I don't-
gonna come in and get a cup of coffee
No,
or something?
There was
So-
no Neo in the game I saw. There was
So
Chicken
my
Man.
theory-
He's like, just real quick, honey, we gotta go get some cup of coffee.
I mean,
then
that
we
would
go
be the
kill these
Matrix. Some
agents.
guy was trying to walk through a fucking wall. And
My
they're-
theory-
Everyone's name was Cindy.
Why we got another reason why we have all these simulated things for everything is for like lizard people like Mark Zuckerberg. He can
Jesus.
practice how a human orders coffee until he gets it totally right, and he can run through 1,000 different simulations.
Yeah, the motherfucker still can't make proper eye contact or
Mark
blink or show
Zuckerberg,
any
hey,
emotions.
Yo, have you seen the
like,
thing where he has the barbecue sauce just like chilling up on his fucking? Yo,
Wait, what? I don't. I've seen him. I've seen him do the.
Wait, what kind of sauce?
It was I don't remember which kind.
Probably store brand, cheap ass.
Yeah, no, it was some Lowry's or whatever.
Yeah, no, he needs some guy in the back just making it himself all day long.
But I'm saying it was like on the back of his like
On the-
bookshelf
with a
or
ball
something.
chain.
It was like a very weird place for someone to just have their barbecue sauce. And it was like him doing a video where he was talking about like meta or whatever and everything.
Yeah, you think he would have realized it as a
Is that his
professional, like, in
attempt
the-
to like look human? Like, oh look, I can taste fucking
Exactly.
barbecue sauce.
Unrelatable.
Yeah.
Well, there's other countries they have kind of like stereotypical American stuff, and I remember this one. And it was like a cartoon, but it was like these like surfer dudes, and they were chilling. They had like all this fucking ketchup. Everyone had just had ketchup on them at all times. They were pouring it disgusting amounts on everything, like a whole fucking bottle on like a little plate of fries, and like on their fucking pizzas and shit. Just like
That's what my dad does.
wait, he puts ketchup on his pizza?
I don't know about the pizza, but
Okay,
he
but, like, on
really likes
everything?
ketchup on a lot of things.
Maybe that's who they stole the model after.
you know that Heinz
what I mean?
57. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
out
limited
to Heinz.
batch shit.
Yeah.
I don't care what the condiment is. If you bring like a portable bottle with you everywhere you go, you got a problem. Like,
But motherfuckers bring hot sauce with them.
no, yeah,
everywhere.
that's weird too. That's super weird.
You got girls like, oh my god, I just got Taco Bell.
I think hot
packets in my
sauce is
nurse."
generally more accepted though. Like,
But why?
It's more
still a
cool.
condiment.
I don't know.
Like,
It's
if I had
just-
mustard on me,
I don't know. Anything that's spicy is exciting. So
To
like
be-
people
to
like
be
exciting,
fair,
spicy
with
things.
the Taco Bell thing, I have grabbed a couple packets myself for later when I go back. So I have
No,
little
that's
extra
fine.
packets.
But I mean, like, say you're going
'cause
into
you're
a
broke.
restaurant, you're sitting down, you have a reservation and everything, and then you bust out the fucking Heinz to put on your
okay.
shit. Like, it's almost kind of insulting. Like, yeah, I know I came here, paid you to create this stuff for me, but it's still not up to my liking. I had to add my own special
just
ingredient.
be like, Sir, is our ketchup not to your liking? Nah, I just like my Heinz. But thanks anyway.
I think in the same vein, like using A1 for like a really good steak, like that's like kind of looked down upon. Like, really gonna put A1 on it? Like, what the fuck?
A
A1.
good steak, you shouldn't need any sauce.
Yeah.
I just like sauce, period, though. Like on a lot of things. But I mean, maybe the sauce like actually like ruins the steak, so maybe that's why it's such a big deal. But personally, I like the sauce.
I know for a fact when I worked at Benihana that there were people who would bring in ketchup or whatever, but that was because Benihana they didn't even
How many
have
people
ketchup.
did that?
More than you would think. I would say a solid like 5%.
That is crazy.
Especially the Benihana I worked at. You remember where it was?
Yeah.
Right there off Tamarack. It doxing ourselves, but yeah, just so many like ghetto ass people coming in there, and it's like I don't know what this is the one time a year you can afford Benihana. And then they just don't give a fuck. Like, I think it's overrated, dressing up to go to restaurants and whatnot, but have at least a little class.
Yeah. That's not a classy area, so.
Oh, yeah. That too.
I mean, yeah, just in general, like, why are you going to put, like, a nice hibachi place in a Target parking lot? Like, that doesn't scream classiness to me.
Dude, I once found a decapitated, like, rabbit's head next to that Target. Walking to a Green Man.
Yo, and during that time that we lived there, dude, the power went out, like,
That
on
dispensary
that whole
sucked.
block. Yeah, it did.
Oh, shit. I just said that out loud. Well, we're definitely not getting sponsored by Green Man Cannabis.
Nah, I'll talk good stuff about Green Man all day, man. Ain't no problem. Hey, man.
Oh, yeah, you like the sour joker.
Yeah, man. Those motherfuckers have the sour joker over there, or had them. I don't know if they still do. I can never fucking find it. Anytime I'm there, it frustrates me because I go there just for it. Whatever, that's fine. I'll just go start smoking snow removal salt rocks.
All right, we can at least agree that the parking there
It's horrendous.
is horrendous.
Because they have the parking lots like this, and then the building's here, and then you have to hold.
And you can't park in
Yeah.
the Capital One, whatever the bank is, because it's like sunken down into the
Yeah.
ground and shit.
Yeah, we would always just park in the gas station.
Yeah.
And then try and walk over. Jesus Christ. Different times. I still can't believe that you're able to fucking. It blows my mind that you can bake weed into brownies and it gets you fucking high. Edibles are fucking different, man.
Oh, yeah.
They hit different.
Alex, when are you gonna be making us edibles?
So
So you're going to school for it, man. You gotta whip out some shit, man. We should have a fucking.
edibles.
We should have
Yeah.
We should have an edible cast.
Should have a fucking bake-off.
Oh,
That actually sounds kind of fun.
Let's have a bake-off.
Oh, I will already admit I can't really bake. I can cook some good stuff, but I'm not a baker.
Me neither,
so
dude.
I'm down to.
Me neither, man. I am not a baker. I can, I can, like you, I can cook
Yeah.
some things and throw some shit together.
Dom can bake all day.
But baking is like an art. It requires
Yeah.
a lot of like
Patience.
preciseness and thought, and which
Yeah.
I don't have either of. So
My thing I struggle with is I love cooking, but when it's cooking, it's kind of like jazz, You can kind of just throw shit out there and, adjust stuff on the fly. But baking, no, baking's a fucking science. You actually have to measure out your shit or ideally weigh it. Like, that's the biggest thing I hate with baking. It's like, oh, add 1 teaspoon of this and then a tablespoon of that. And if you get that confused, that
Oh, yeah.
alone can fuck the whole recipe up.
You're not baking it. The shit's not fucking rising. The things don't taste right. Half the
Or
shit's
kneading.
burnt. Or
Yo, I fucking hate
just get your
kneading
cat to
dough.
do it.
Oh, yeah.
Put some catnip on it. Oliver will come up.
Oliver fur inside the pizza, yummy.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for the right portions, okay? At least you can actually cook. Look, ask your girl, be like, hey man, you probably had hair of the dog, like a shot after, you're hungover the next day. But have you ever had hair of the pussy? It's whenever you have a stomach ache, and this will help clear it out.
I didn't know that was a
It is now. Meow, meow,
stomach
meow.
relaxer. Hey.
It is now. Cat hair.
Hey.
Part of Dom's new bakery collection.
Baked into every cake.
Baconed into every cake.
Hair. Guess where it came from?
Made
The sky.
from cat scratch.
Yo.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That would be an interesting little game show. We have a blind taste test, and we put random hairs and like food or whatever, and you gotta eat it. And then you rate the food, and then you try and figure out where the hair come from. It's not like an obscene amount of hair, but just enough for you to know that there's hair in it. It's just hair. Maybe I found it on the floor, maybe not. Like.
Ew, nothing's more gross than a floor hair.
No, it's
what?
It's
There's
the
no
hair
way.
Alex
That's the most
found.
tastiest.
No.
That's the most tastiest.
Hair on a toilet.
Hair on
Yeah,
a toilet.
the hair Alex
is
found at
worse.
the bathroom at school.
You could argue a floor is more germ ridden than a bathroom seat lid.
I mean, it also depends on the bathroom too, though. If it's like a school,
Of course
sure,
it
but
does, but I'm saying in general, like I feel like floors are dirtier because it's shoes, it's feet, it's like literally everything that just falls to the ground is like on your fucking shoe and on that floor,
that's true.
including
Okay.
piss and shit particulate. It's lit.
Yeah.
All right, enough on the hair food
Topics?
floor. Yeah, let's get to some topics because I lost my appetite.
All right, we talked about something tropical. I really want to move down to Puerto Rico if I ever get the chance. That's where I'm feeling out. To.
Why Puerto Rico?
Yeah, why not?
Why not Cuba?
Because I don't know how easy it is for me to get in there.
You have, basically you have to go to like Canada and then from Canada.
Or I go to Puerto Rico, right? Get a nice little cheap summer house there, and then live full time in Cuba or part time in Cuba. I don't know. All I know is that Puerto Rico is probably cool enough for me to want to live there. Maybe I have a summer house in Cuba. I've never been to Cuba. I don't know anything about Cuba other than they have dank ass cigars that we can't get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Maybe they're not dank, but maybe that's just supply and demand because they can't get them. In my mind, they must be the best fuckers ever.
I don't know if I'm a connoisseur enough to like. figure
You
out
go
the
to
difference.
cigar bars, my guy. You're like more
I've
qualified
never
than
smoked
any
at
of
a
us.
cigar
Look,
bar. I've
never smoked
got
at
a
it.
cigar, but I've never like actually went to sit down at a cigar.
oh, for real? Oh, we should
should
hell
go to
it.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's one down on Colfax. We should get some cheap cigars and go. We'll get some Black and Milds. Everyone will look
cool,
at us
Hank.
weird.
Yo,
Yeah.
there's
Some black and mild.
There's this barber shop you can go to where you pay and you can pay for a haircut and they'll give you a cigar and you just like smoke a cigar while you get your haircut.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I don't know if I just want to get the haircut done. I'm not trying to smoke a cigar too. And then it's up in your face, and then like hair's getting all over
You're right.
and
Just
shit.
in general, it's kind of weird when hair salons try to add a gimmick to like their thing.
Or like getting drunk, because I feel like I'm just getting like antsy and be like, I don't want to fucking sit here. I want to like go be drunk somewhere else. That's just me.
Yeah, I think those only work when it's like a salon for like girls and stuff, and you're doing like stuff where you're there for hours on end.
Yeah.
Like, and you're sitting and having your hair being blown dried and all that other
That's
shit.
not the only thing getting blown.
Hey.
Right. That made me just think of Zohan. Fucking
Zohan.
fantastic film.
Yes. I agree.
Oh, like the Legend of
Yeah.
Zohan or whatever. Okay, I thought you were talking about what's her name? That warrior princess on Disney, the space warrior, like Zaina?
Mohan or some
No.
shit.
No, it started with the Z.
Oh,
Started with the Z. Maybe next.
Yeah.
Maybe next that said a Z.
Xenia or something.
Something.
or-
The warrior, space warrior princess or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, I used to have a crush on her. I don't know what the fuck her name was, but I remember being a little kid like, yo,
Oh.
when I get older, I'm smashing bitches just like that. Never ever did I. But
the dream still lives on.
the dream still
Cosplay
lives
is
on.
getting more and more popular. Maybe you'll be able to fuck a deadbeat mom who dresses like her.
Sure. Sure. Why not?
the next best thing, man.
I love the MILFs, man, especially them deadbeat MILFs.
So yeah.
All right, what's this
so first I want to talk. So just in general, Eminem, he still be taking dubs. So first off, he has been put up to be nominated to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which along with, if you could scroll a little, Jared, it'll say, I believe like along with Eminem, Beck has been nominated this year. And I don't know the exact like criteria, like how long you have to wait before you're eligible to be nominated. Because with music, it's not like you really retire, you know? So maybe it's just after you've had like music for 20 years or something. Like, what's the criteria really for that?
Well, whatever, according to this thing's Billboard 17X.
yeah. I would say it
Whatever,
definitely has to be
whatever
both.
within those 17 acts are, I would imagine. I mean,
No, it's saying 17 acts in total are being eligible
Look,
this
I'm
year.
down with Beck being up in there.
Yeah.
I love Beck.
Yeah,
man.
so
He's got
Beck,
such a full fucking-
Duran, Lionel Richie,
Duran
A Tribe
Duran's
Called
legend.
Quest.
Oh wow.
Did you say Quist? Like
Dolly
Quest,
Parton.
Yeah, I meant to say
Quist
Quest.
nose? Did you say Dolly Parton's?
Yeah,
Dolly Parton. Yeah.
Dolly Parton.
That's crazy.
So of course Eminem's gonna make it, but not only that, Eminem.
I
also,
love how there's no information on this fucking site.
yeah.
This is like the most lackluster. This may as
Yeah,
well
my
have just
bad. I
been
didn't
the
even realize.
fucking. You didn't read the things
No, I
you
read
sent
other
me?
articles. I just
But you
wanted
did
that
the
as
one as the.
well, because there's other shit I wanted to talk about. This was just my reference point.
I'm razzling you. Easy there, Dom. Easy there.
But also, Nick Cannon basically came out and admitted that he shouldn't have tried to go at Eminem like he did.
Yeah.
And that he was overzealous.
Oh, you think? It only took him like what 5 years to fucking
3, but yeah.
May as well have been 5.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said anything. I would have MGK'd it.
Right.
Started arguing with even older, whiter men.
It is what he did.
Yeah,
That is
dude.
totally
yeah,
what he
dude.
did.
Yeah. And he just keeps fucking talking. Just leave him. Just stop. Just do your thing. Just chill, guy. I don't.
And then also, so Eminem, it was announced he's going to be performing at the Super Bowl with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's pretty
That's
big.
gonna be lit.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, no,
gonna be
and-
like the what was it? The Up in Smoke tour. Is that
and-
what they were on?
And check this. This was, I thought, really cool too. Apparently, he hooked up with a deaf rapper, and
Okay.
he's bringing that guy on to sign the whole show
No
for everyone. So I think that's super fucking cool,
shit.
man.
That's fucking hell.
So
man.
I love that he's late and old and he's collabing, doing all this other shit with these young artists, working with Corday and whatnot, but he's just cementing his legacy, and I'm just happy to see it's not going in a downward spiral.
That's beautiful. Yeah, because we were kind of getting worried for a little bit because, like, I don't know, he was getting weird with like his music a little bit. Like, not like his music was weird, but he was putting like weird parameters on his music. Like, it was like it reinforced, like it was still like to enforce that like he can rapidy rap, and we know he can rapidy rap, and it just felt, I don't know, forced.
Yeah.
The enforcement felt forced when it wasn't just like just showing off or something. You know what I mean? Like, it just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if
But
I'm
I'm glad he's
how
doing
can
his
you be
thing.
so insecure with how great you are?
Yeah, and he's doing the Mom Spaghetti kitchen and everything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
and
too.
stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah, they
they
opened
do.
those up.
Yeah, so dude's out there doing good, big, man. And
Yeah, that's good.
you know what's cool about this? He's making all this money, 8 Mile and whatever, and he, as far as I know, doesn't have any like alcohol like sponsorships or partnerships like these other people and rappers have to do sometimes.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So it's like still clean.
He is also going to be in GTA. They finally announced they're working on GTA 6.
Yeah, they are.
It's finally announced. Let's talk about this. I can't believe this wasn't on the topic list. Let's talk about
Yeah.
GTA. Would they say anything?
So there's not much other than they
Being real
basically
hush-hush.
Rockstar, announcement how they know people have been waiting and it's been a long time, but they're finally going to be in the works. And so Eminem and Rihanna are supposedly going to both be on the soundtrack.
Really?
Wait, so is this GTA 6?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
GTA
the
6.
actual
Alright.
game, not like any like fucking new things that
Will
they
it take
open.
place in Detroit?
Oh.
Again, they haven't revealed much. That would be interesting.
Yeah, they literally only revealed that it's on its way.
Yeah, I feel like Detroit or like Atlanta or Texas would be a fucking crazy ass place to have a
Yeah.
GTA. It's
Yeah.
like I mean, it's Texas style, so you'd be able to have a huge ass map.
Hong
too.
Kong.
That would be dope.
Whoa.
You're
Hong
talking
Kong, yeah.
out of the country GTA.
That would be nice, yeah.
International
Yeah.
shit. That'd be fucking ill.
Or GTA Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Oh.
And it's just me with fucking rum. Let's go, motherfuckers! Stealing tanks and shit.
Going to cockfights?
Jesus Christ. Well, shout out to Eminem. Speaking of M&Ms, we were talking right before we got on, so they're not making the green M&M like she is anymore?
Yeah. So they're trying to make her less sexualized and make her be more of like a businesswoman sort of thing. And then
With like a suit and all? Like a business suit?
I don't know if it's full on a suit, but they're changing the high heels and they're giving different like character traits to like all of the different M&Ms too to make it more progressive.
Oh.
Oh. Huh. What do you mean progressive? Like
Like
or like trying like
Like insurance?
like I believe one of the M&Ms is supposed to be like gay or in a non-monogamous relationship as well. Like just way too much backstory.
wait, like dudes out there fucking skittles? Doing anal, he's doing bukakis with all the Runts characters. He's dicking down Mike and Ike.
And then
like
I believe the yellow M&M is supposed to be on the spectrum.
spectrum of not tasting good, even though they all taste the same.
But yeah, just in general, just
Okay.
way too much backstory for these things that you're just gonna eat. Like, and also, wasn't there a commercial where the M&Ms were eating each other?
Yeah.
like they're
Were
fucking
they?
cannibals.
Yeah.
Because I know they do that for the fucking little, what was it, Life or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah,
those
the Cinnamon
motherfuckers.
Toast
Those
Crunch,
guys
yeah.
are fiends.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
man.
that.
You think
Yeah,
they're
they
made
were
out of
eating each
meth
other.
with the way
Yeah.
they're fucking going at each other? God damn.
Or do you remember the Pop-Tart commercials where they're always like trying to trick the Pop-Tart into a toaster?
yeah.
Like, yo,
Yeah.
that was some fucked up shit when you think about it.
Yeah, I do remember those. I always like those commercials.
Yeah, me too. But
Seen some
I
weird
love
commercials.
Pop-Tarts, man.
And all the creative ways that they did that too, just to fuck with the toast. It's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Apple Jacks commercials with cinnamon and apple?
Yeah, it is
Oh,
Cinnamon.
yeah.
Cinnamon was the shit.
I don't think they do cinnamon.
yeah,
quite
I'm sure
so
there'd be
good.
No,
people
right,
bitching
yeah.
about racist
Cultural
shit.
appropriation.
But isn't that representation? Like, there wasn't. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess
guess-
if the joke is him being a Jamaican cinnamon, I can see that being an issue. You know, this is why I just make
Yeah.
content and not like have to monitor it, because this is I don't know. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be good.
way too much
Things would
work.
come through and be like, I don't know, man, this might not be green enough. I'd be like, listen, man, like as long as no one's dying on my content, we should probably just put it on NBC. Fuck it, man.
Kind of like Rogan, man. That's what he's at.
Ooh,
Get into. I don't know if we want to
let's
dig
fucking
into.
talk about Joe Rogan.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
fucking talk.
He's
about
under
so,
some heat. He's made 2 apology videos in like the
So
same.
hold
week.
on. So the title for this, and we can't read it because they don't. Oh, that's an overlay. Hold on. There we go. I got the thing. Because they don't want actual information being free or accessible for whatever reason.
I can
But
kind
it
of give
says-
a synopsis.
But it says Joe Rogan apologizes for shameful past use of racial slurs. Is this because he had like,
Well, so there
or
was
what?
I think it mostly focused in on a story that he told on a podcast with another comedian. I don't.
Was it
I-
his podcast?
No, it wasn't.
No, it was
wasn't Joe's.
It wasn't.
No, I saw the clip too,
Okay.
and I think it was years ago, like over 5 years ago, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but they were talking about like going to the ghetto or whatever, and how
Yeah.
they were in like the planet of the apes.
Yeah, he was in Philadelphia. Oddly enough, in Philadelphia to go see Planet of the Apes, and he joked about. Like he said, you know, like when he stepped out of the car to go see the movie, he felt like it was Planet of the Apes in Africa. That's pretty much not verbatim, but what he said. And he said he has used the N-word before, like, and he thought because he said it in the proper, or what he thought was a proper context, that it was like appropriate.
Well, yeah, because usually all I've ever heard is he's like quoting someone else.
Yeah,
quoting
right,
it.
right. And, you know, you can, like, there can be an argument for both sides if that is okay or not.
Yeah.
But then he kind of, like, talks about, in the apology video, he talks about, you know, like, the N-word itself and, you know, saying that, like, that is a word that Joe can't use, you know, people, you know, white people can't use.
Sure.
And no, and he makes some valid points, and he definitely, I don't know how sincere it seemed. Like he, what did he say at the end of the video? He's like, I give my deepest, sincerest apology, and it's just like you can just apologize. Like I don't know if you're. It seems like you're trying to.
Should we watch the video real quick?
Yeah, we can do that. It's
can-
like I think it's like a 6-minute video. So he definitely like he kind of breaks down like, you know, the situation that he was in, that like when he said that, and you know, kind of giving context and addressing, because there was a video made of a few clips of him, you know, saying some like pretty off-color shit in different podcasts.
Yeah.
And while not making excuses for him, if you're gonna have someone like Joe who's been recording podcasts and doing stuff, like who knows how many hours at this point, there's bound to be some fucking shit that you can.
Well, and
pull
that's
up.
the trend too, and that's like what you see happen on Twitter is like you just say like shit, which at you know not way back, but like 10 years ago, that I mean PC culture only like really started to like take off like in 2014 or something. You know what I mean? Like it didn't really become a mainstream thing. You can argue when Me Too started, that's kind of when PC culture
Right.
really took
Yeah.
off. You know what I mean?
All
This
right.
is going to be loud for a second, but I'm going to take off this jacket. 'cause
Where'd you good?
I'm-
I'll mute you real quick.
It's
And
getting
we can go
hot
ahead
in
and
here.
listen to it. I don't know if this is the full thing or someone's take on it, so bear with me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold up. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit.
You sound like a dictator there.
Jesus.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
I am your Lord and Savior, Joe Rogan.
Hello.
Have you taken your ivermectin today?
Oh. Yeah. Comes in all ivermectin now. You're right, Philly. You're right. All right, I'm gonna play this for us. I don't know if we'll be able to hear it in post. If not, I'll also record around it. Edit around it real quick. And here we go.
By the way, Joe looks high as shit in this video.
Joe's probably always high.
Always high.
I would imagine.
I mean,
Always high, throwing kettlebells around.
Is it worth watching all the way through, or?
Pause it here. I feel like he could have definitely ended it like maybe like 20 seconds back, just to like get what like his apology off. But he just kind of gets more into like I don't know.
So the thing I find interesting about all this is,
he talks about the story. Sorry to cut you off, but he talks about the story. Actually, if we keep playing the video, that he also refers to a story that I was talking about earlier that he talked about on the podcast. Also, Jared, real quick, I'm gonna drink some of that water. I'm super thirsty right now.
Good. Thank you. Si, senor. Actually,
Stay hydrated, folks.
fill this up and then you can launch that.
Oh, actually, I do have a bottle. I'll just fill it up real quick.
Anyone else need water?
I need love some water.
Water break, brought to you by Joe Rogan. Also, we sparked up that bowl. I think it's.
Oh! Now you guys want to smoke bowls? I was on earlier.
I was never against smoking. I just definitely.
I said 14 times. I counted. No, actually, I said nothing. Yes, no, I have this little bowl over here. Actually, if you guys want to pass it around amongst yourself, fill that, and I'll get something else going for us. Little intermission. These motherfuckers.
Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. Ooh.
All right.
Right down.
Kill him.
Right down.
It's that Philly shit. So with Joe Rogan, I had a feeling that this would end up kind of happening. I don't really want to talk too much on it because it's not my horse, not my stable kind of thing, I guess. It's beyond me. But yeah, I get where him thinking, kind of recapping certain things might kind of slide him in there. My thought is, man, like, I don't know, you're on a podcast. It's not like you're like doing comedy where you're able to give it that straight, context.
Yeah,
even with it having context, it's gonna get clipped.
Yeah, I just want to say too,
I don't know.
he just has so many episodes with so many like comedians, and comedians are going to talk about sometimes
Whatever.
that's kind of what I appreciate about this podcast is like we can say off the color shit, but like none of it, any of it is like more of ignorance than it is of malice and like actually hateful. Like there's nothing hateful going on. Maybe a misunderstanding or ignorance at the most, and Rogan is addressing that. You know why? Because he's fucking huge. What does he have? 1,772 episodes, which
Jesus
that is
Christ.
so much content
many.
that people are going to sift through and try to find shit because he's become so big to kind of tear him down.
And I find it interesting how all this shit was going on with, the vaccine and everything and all of these Spotify artists that are pulling stuff. And then now this compilation of him saying the N-word and whatnot is coming out. So it just bugs me out. So someone who hates Joe Rogan for, the vaccine stuff went through and probably watched 1,000 fucking episodes just so they could clip together all of the times where he did something wrong to then show. And that's just so weird to me.
Sure. And I bet an employee at Spotify was paid to listen through every episode. They've already removed
113.
Wait. Are you about to say they removed episodes from Spotify?
Yes. Spotify has removed episodes of Joe Rogan's podcast. Most of them being comedian episodes, I just want to say as well. So they've already removed 113 episodes
Jesus
off of Spotify.
Christ, dude.
Which you can argue that is kind of censorship like
That is-
happening.
yeah.
Even though I will say I'm going to take a side on this, and I'm saying Spotify has ultimately made the right decision. I mean, it's a business decision as
They
well
definitely
for them.
have the rights to do it, and that's the hard thing with working on platforms, and that's one of the reasons why, like, I'm working behind the scenes to figure out how to get us like as independent as possible and to use everything as like an outlet,
Right.
because I mean it is their platform, so you are subject to their terms and conditions regardless of what the fuck they might be or how
Right.
big you are.
But I will say I think the most part, Spotify's definitely like let Joe just kind of take the podcast and do what he wants.
His normal stuff.
Yeah, his normal stuff, which is, and like I do appreciate Joe like having, different people on, different voices and different experts.
Yeah.
To get the other side of the coin, but just not everybody agrees with that, because sometimes it does go against the narrative that is told. I don't know. It's almost like there's just two sides pointing fingers at each other, being like, "Oh, what you said is false," but "Oh no, what you said is false," and it's just this complete echo chamber, and it just continuously happens, just back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
And man, sometimes it's really fucking mind numbing. But you know what? Rogan is an entertaining podcast. I mean, sometimes Mike and I were listening to a podcast, and he talked about like grilling for like 20 minutes. He
Yeah.
just talked about,
Yeah.
which is
Him
what he
and his
always talks
fucking
about.
grill, bro. Yes.
Yeah, but you know what? It's just that's what you're getting, because it is the Joe Rogan experience. So it's just whatever's filled in his head.
You're experiencing Joe Rogan.
Yeah. But I want to make an opinion and say I think it's wrong of Spotify to remove any episodes at all. I mean, I definitely think that is like there is censorship happening. Although generally they've been, they're not taking that step to completely remove him, because
Right,
that's like
and then that's the thing is if they don't.
that's a difficult
Why did
position.
they remove the episodes in particular? Was it all because of the certain word usage?
I'm sure there's
or like
whatever
there's
they're-
like a more wide variety.
Yeah, it's hard to know exactly what their kind of terms are for what's offensive and what's not.
But a lot of this stuff, it is, about vaccine stuff or right-wing leaning, political shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I really don't fuck with, is like
Yeah.
when you're removing silencing an entire political side, that's a dangerous slope.
Yeah.
I mean, just removing any voice is scary. I mean, even when they were doing, like for instance, with like Alex Jones, when all that stuff was popping off, like, yeah, I was like, yo, like, yeah, he's giving out bad information, but he also has the right to give out some of this information. Now, obviously, inciting violence or riots or stuff like that, that's not cool. So, those points I totally get. But, like, a lot of other things, like, yeah, man, like, do you like it? Nah. Is it harmful? Potentially, maybe. But, like, is it weird? Sure. But, like, they have the right to say it.
Yeah.
No, and I'll say, for example, y'all know I do not care for Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have a almost 2-hour audio log that's literally locked up as Volt do not open. Dom rants about Ben Shapiro. Do not open. I have it like 14 times not to fucking unlock it.
But
So if you guys want
ironically-
Dom's unreleased Ben Shapiro episode, you have to either send us a tip of $100 or join our Patreon. That's $100, even just one time. Because one time you can get whatever the fuck you want. For $500 you get whatever the fuck you want. But if you donate $100 or more, you can get that along with AP's butthole.
Yeah.
As
We
an
will
NFT.
take a redo.
That
As
is a
an
fucking
NFT.
Good deal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Limited time
anyways,
only.
Patreon.com/Bazooka Shack. Okay.
I was watching one of the older Joe Rogan things where he did his shit with Ben Shapiro, and it made me. Don't get me wrong, I still don't fuck with him, but it helped me like lighten my stance on him at least a little bit and acknowledge that like he at least tries to think logically and one. And then it was very interesting. So Ben Shapiro apparently recently he went to like an elementary school or some shit and was in a library, and he was like explaining taxes to a bunch of like kids like that were in 2nd or 3rd grade, and how like taxation is theft or whatever and yada yada, like already really cringe or whatever.
Sure.
But then apparently the kids were like disagreeing with him, and at one point it pans off to a kid like talking to the interviewer, and he was like, he was totally off base, and it was just so like, that's not real. No 8-year-old fucking talks like
They
that.
definitely probably like
Well-
gave him a script, or I don't know. But
I don't know. You might
Wait,
be
what
surprised,
grade
like,
were they
kids,
in?
Kids
Like-
have access to the internet.
Oh, you
and
said
people saying
true.
things, and that might also be like a new slangy kind of thing too.
Yeah, but
Out of pocket, off base. out of line.
Yeah, it was just weird to me because they were like
Fucking
8 or 9.
wild.
They couldn't have been that old. But the whole thing was like Ben Shapiro owned by children, and really it was just Ben Shapiro explaining his opinion on taxes, and then the kids being like, "We don't agree with you."
And also they're children. And
Yeah.
have no idea
Wow.
what's going on.
But so it made me just realize like how much like the media really will just try to drive home a narrative, and
Yeah.
then everyone's just instantly gonna be like, of course he got owned by kids or whatever. It's like, did you even really watch it? Like nothing really happened. It was a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah, nonsense. Dom, you gonna smoke that bowl?
Wow.
You gonna pass
That
it?
whole
I'm
Just
trying to
gotta-
pass it because Alex didn't want
Say
to.
something.
Hold on. That whole discussion sounds very taxing.
Oh.
It must have been It must have been hard for those kids to hold interest.
Ooh.
But don't get me wrong, I still totally want to cuck Ben Shapiro and fuck his wife in front of him.
I mean, that's just a kink, and we're not going to shame you for that. Is she a little person?
I wish.
Because that'd be like knocking off like a lot of boxes for you.
Nope, I just need to go back and find my Walmart 4-foot honey.
Walmart 4-foot honey.
Yeah, there's a Walmart that works not a
There's
Walmart.
a Walmart that works?
There's a worker.
No Walmarts work, Dom. That's
at
why
the
we have
Walmart
Walmarts.
over here that she works a self checkout, and she's easily under 4 feet, and she got a
What?
booty.
She got a
Damn.
booty.
Hold on, I just had an idea real quick.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I think eventually when we get like a new studio, like a bigger studio, we should
Yeah.
have a train track that goes around the room, and you can just have like a bowl or a joint or whatever like on the train. Yeah,
Kind of
fucking
like
love
the
that
sushi
idea.
the Joint
trains.
Express.
Yeah.
The 420 Express.
The 420 Express, baby.
I want to print out of my head, and then I just have this face going choo choo, choo choo, and then we smoke.
No,
Every time,
You ruined
yes.
it. You ruined it.
I'm not, I'm not,
just made out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that could be on a t-shirt.
There you go. Yeah, choo choo, choo choo.
Either on a t-shirt or a Target.
yo. Holy shit.
Oh fuck.
Holy shit. Well, I'm bummed that they're removing full episodes instead of it having like a flash warning kind of thing. Cause like I don't know, I'm a fan of like the parental advisory stickers and stuff like that. Like ratings, like I hate that things are kind of rated because I feel like things should just be open. But like instead of blocking it, like at least give a warning, like hey, just so you know, X, Y, and Z, and then just have it still exist.
And that is a possible solution is, they have like a disclaimer like, hey, there could be like misinformation. But people can only be so satisfied with that. The people that are
Especially
vocal about it,
nowadays.
the people that are vocal about that just want him gone. Like they don't care
But
that
you know what
not
I hate
even-
though also with the disclaimers is also where does it end with that? Like I've seen shit where there's YouTube channels where their entire channel is they're just a mukbang or whatever, where they just
And that's
eat
where
a
they're
shit
eating
ton.
food?
Yeah. Or just eating as much food as they can, an entire menu or whatever.
Sure.
And I've seen people comment being like, I wish you had put a disclaimer for anyone with EDs because this is really triggering. And it's like, their whole fucking channel is them eating. What the fuck do you mean?
Isn't that's what a mukbang is, right?
Yeah.
Like
all right, that's my new that's my actual new show.
well, and going on with that though, Dom, like I sent some stuff off for just like idea reviews. So, like I sent like when we had like the Good Day Gang logo and I made it, I sent it off to a couple people like, hey, like what do you think or whatever. And my mom hit me back with some wild stuff like, yo, like there's alcohol in it and like a skeleton smoking a cigar. Like, I know you're very like, pro like, people living. So like, don't you think that's like against your thing? And I'm like, we're here to have a good time. And I'm sorry if my podcast is making you like jump back on the bandwagon or something like that, then you need more help than anything I can give you. And also don't watch this show because there's obviously been warned by our logo that we like to hang out. So like what?
Maybe our
I
new show title should be Trigger Warning.
Maybe, hey, maybe. Okay, so like for instance, like on Mad Men, I had to stop watching Mad Men because because they smoke a lot and I have a high like nicotine addiction.
Oh, they
and
smoke a
low
lot
key
on
they
that
smoke
show.
a lot on that show. And I was like, all right, you know what? Like I realized that anytime I watch the show, I instantly want a cigarette, and it's not because it's stressful, but it's because I'm fucking weak in my addiction. And like whatever, but I didn't go out and buy fucking 12 packs
Because
of
it
Camel
looks good. They
cigarettes.
make-
And then
they make it
fucking
look good.
and then call
Right,
up the fucking the
NBC,
people.
yeah.
You're fucking mad, man. I am a man that's mad, and da da da. You have all this tobacco, and it's fucking and it's bad for my health, even though I've been smoking a pack for fucking a year now. No, fucking bullshit. People need to fucking get their shit together a little bit.
Get your shit together, cocksucker.
Cocksucker.
Joey
I want to
Diaz.
see Joey Diaz live, man. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he's older now. He's not doing as much comedy. But if he ever comes out here, we definitely got to go watch him. That would be a great show.
That'd be lit.
Yeah, even if he's just the MC, like if he's just like introing people on or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
just to hear his
definitely
voice in
seeing
person
that.
would be,
Yeah, man,
would
that
be
dude's a
pretty
fucking
awesome.
legend.
Yeah.
That dude's a legend. All right, what else we got to talk about on the chopping block? We got Eminem done. We talked about Joe Rogan a little bit. Any last words on Joe Rogan?
No, honestly, I think we can probably close it there. But that was good. It was a good conversation about Mr. Rogan.
NFL
And his bald head.
Oh.
We got pizza.
Oh, we should save that one for last.
All right, NFL.
All right, yeah,
Unless
so we
anyone
can
else wants to
talk
talk about
about-
anything.
Yeah, so Brian Flores.
Hold on. Oh no, keep going. Sorry.
It's setting the whole NFL on fire right now, where he's basically coming out with a lawsuit, basically saying how he's been discriminated against. So first off, so they talk about in this article, so the NFL has this thing called the Rooney Rule, which is basically a thing where anytime there is an open like coach vacancy and whatnot, the owners, they have to interview at least one person of color. Because the NFL has a very big like diversity problem. Like I think there is only one like black coach in the entire NFL, even though 70% of the athletes are black. And so it's kind of
As
concerning.
compared to like NBA or baseball, MLB, where there's like it's very common to have former players on as like coaches
Right,
and stuff like
yeah.
that.
And so the issue with that, so for example, I guess he did an interview with the Broncos, and I guess John Elway, at least he alleges, again, this is all, I don't know for sure, that apparently John Elway showed up an hour late and then was clearly still like hungover / still kind of drunk during like the interview, and it ended up just being like super short. And so he felt like it was just a placeholder interview. And then there was another team where basically, I believe it was Bill Belichick or something like that. No, it wasn't Bill Belichick, but
A player.
no, the owner, and he accidentally texted him the wrong thing, and basically, before he had even done his interview, they had already planned on hiring another white coach. And he only found out because they accidentally texted the wrong person.
Oh, that was Bill Belichick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it was Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I mean, it is common for places to have like people that they already want to pop in place, and they'll still do interviews on it just
Yeah.
in case or just to fulfill a thing. But also, like, to text it to the wrong person and like be texting other people like about it, and like it's already set in stone. Like, why are you even bothering interviewing again?
This is
right,
careless.
yeah, it's wasting
Careless.
his
Yeah.
time. And then he also alleges that apparently the Miami Dolphins, the owner, tried offering him a $100,000 a game for every game that they lost bonus because he wanted the team to tank.
Oh.
And he's like, I don't want to do that because again, he's one of the only black coaches, and if the team is terrible, that's going to look shitty for him, and he's not going to be able to get a job. And so he did basically come out and say how he understands by him doing all this, there's a good chance he never coaches in the NFL again.
Yeah.
That
But
makes sense.
he wants, there be an actual difference. And so I don't know, it's just very interesting how they tried to combat, the lack of diversity by putting this rule in, and it's now starting to create problems in itself because now you're just having a bunch of pandering and wasting of people's times. And it's rough because, yeah, like you said, there are some times where you already know which guy you want. So
Yeah.
why are we wasting our time interviewing someone just because it's mandated? Like, that's kind of fucked and stupid.
Yeah, and I could definitely see like that is really disrespectful to like for John Elway to like go to the meeting, allegedly go to the meeting like hungover, like
Yeah, that's so unprofessional.
no, it
too.
is, it really
Like,
is, and it just shows like a lack of care for or lack of respect for, you know, the person you're interviewing and your business, you know, as a, you know, business owner. It's just like, or I think he's a general manager, but yeah, either way. Just, I think it's really disrespectful. I don't know.
And yeah, I don't know if there's really a solution. The only real solution I can think of, but it's not really a solution that can realistically happen, is you're going to need more diversified owners. Like, until you start having, you know, owners that are black or of people of color, you're way less likely. Because of course, these white dudes are going to want to fucking just hire another former player that was white or something like that, you know? I'm not excusing it, but it makes sense that that's what they would do because that's what they're familiar with and what they're comfortable with. But with how expensive teams are and how often people will hold on to them for life and death, like, and basically until, we get a lot of these old white owners dying and then richer people of color coming in and buying them up, I don't think there's much that can really change about that. You can pressure all you want to get them to hire people of color, but even then, that's almost worse because now you're hiring them just because they feel like they have to for affirmative action, and that's not going to necessarily do any good for an organization.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always going to be some kind of, like, even with your case, which is still, like, I think good idea, but I just always feel like there's always going to be some kind of, like, not plot hole, but, like, twist that they're going to somehow work around just to kind of benefit themselves. Which, again, understandable. You work with what you know, are familiar with and whatever. But, I mean, that still doesn't, you know, excuse any of the other unprofessionalisms when it comes to all that. That was a lot.
Well spoken, Alex Pete.
Yeah.
I will say, though...
Nothing scarier than those plot holes.
Especially when you're driving.
If I was being told I would get a $100,000 bonus for every game we lose in, oh shit, man. The people I'm putting on the fucking roster. We're going to have several blind guys.
Your cousin got hit by a train, doesn't even have legs anymore.
We're going to have a literal midget as a quarterback. All of our linemen are under 200 pounds.
Oh, so it's just me and Alex out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys want to join a football team?
I'm down.
No, I'm good. I'm not trying to get CET.
Oh, yeah, because we're not covering that.
CTE.
Yeah, no, he got it so bad, he's already...
That's already a sign.
I'm already
now has-
dyslexic, man.
yeah,
I don't need fucking more
verbal dyslexia.
brain trauma. Yeah. Jeez.
You guys ever have
man.
concussions? I've had 2.
The closest I've come is broken
Actually, 3.
collarbone. I've never had any head trauma. As far as I'm aware, I could have something.
That you don't remember?
Yeah. Maybe I'll
Because there is CTE that like you experience that
Yeah.
you don't necessarily like have the same effect as like a major concussion.
Yeah, and like we used to have like trampolines and stuff like when I was a kid.
Oh,
like,
dude,
my
that's
family
a
members,
recipe for fucking concussions.
Like my
is
parents
a
are smart enough to get the
trampoline.
ones with like the nets on them, so we didn't really fall out so much.
Yeah.
But the rest of my cousins did not give a fuck, and people were always falling off those. So it is possible that's that or anything else that's possible in life that happened, and then I just didn't fucking remember. I just woke up and was like, "What the fuck?" and either went about my day or just did something else.
And you could definitely still like fall through because like the netting would go like at the very edge. So there was still like the blue like tarped area that like covered the springs. So like if you definitely hit that like with enough force, you could definitely break.
Oh
through
yeah,
that.
we've ripped through that shit before.
Yeah.
Like, once or twice.
I don't like thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oof.
I heard a story. Somebody got their testicle like stuck in the spring.
Oh. No, man.
Yeah.
I wanted
He
to
didn't
say a
really
joke
bounce
to
back from
I
that
can't
one.
Even,
Oh.
Yeah, see, I was just... I think I would rather have CTE.
And I bet he had those like basketball shorts on too, you know, like. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Or a
that makes
swimsuit.
sense, yeah. Or swimsuit, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Wait, what's the weirdest thing you guys have ever done in a swimsuit?
I don't,
Nothing, yeah. Nothing
No?
weird. Just
Nothing
swimming,
weird?
yeah.
because I don't think I've ever like jerked off like while wearing a swimsuit.
I don't know.
I will
if
say in
have
high
either.
school swimming, we used to have like raves in the locker room and we'd be in our swimsuits. Yeah. We'd have we had a little strobe light in there. Like, dude,
No
we'd be in
shit.
there at like 6 a.m. like right before class started, like just partying. Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, taking showers with the strobe light and listening to like weird disco music.
Hey man, if you're gonna have a shower with a bunch of like random dudes, like you may as well have some party lights on and some good old
Sure.
music to fucking pass the time.
Yeah,
Just
I will
make it a
say-
party, you know.
As a kid, one time, you know, like the little like heat duck things that they have on the side of some pools and
Please
stuff.
tell me that you didn't stick your dick inside of it.
No, I did press my junk up inside my swim trunks though.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I've
wait,
definitely.
Yeah, just like I wanted it to feel all warm. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, I've definitely put my dick up to like the fucking like the pressure like hole, you know, that like that spits out
Yeah.
water and shit. I've
Okay,
definitely put
okay.
my dick in like, you know, kind of like
Like in a spa or something.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fair,
It's a unique
fair,
feeling.
fair. It is. I heard a story. This guy was working in a electronics retail shop, and this guy was bringing in his phone to like possibly trade in so he can get like money for something. And they were gonna go through the phone to make sure it worked. And the dude was like, "All right, cool. Like, you know, I'll just be back a little bit later. You guys check it out." And they go and they unlock the phone, and the first thing they see, they open up the wallpaper, and it's a pause video of this guy fucking his vacuum.
Wow.
Wow.
That's hot.
And so like it was just up, so like they didn't hit anything, and like it didn't go straight to the whole home
Wait,
menu. It was
did
like,
he like fuck the vacuum or just like put like this or would you consider that fucking it if you put the suction hose on your dick?
It's an inanimate object, so you're fucking it.
Did they have that on, or they just kept it off?
I think the
so
vacuum's
that-
fucking you.
So it was like I don't know. They said making love with their vacuum. So I don't know what
Okay.
that exactly implies. Maybe the vacuum was going up his asshole. I don't know.
Man, those Dysons are hot.
But yeah, dude was saying that.
Come on, nobody. That's funny. That's comedy gold.
That's good.
Oh, I love it with the swivel technology, baby.
Yo, this,
Dom, you strike me as an aura kind of guy.
hey, but Dyson has those bladeless fans though. You can stick your dick right in there and not get worried about getting chopped off.
Yeah. They should have a Dyson like dick fan, like a dick dryer.
Yo, Dixon's.
Yeah.
But are you guys quitting on the
Buy
spot?
Dyson.
You open up the phone, dude's fucking his vacuum. Are you working there anymore? I quit at that point. I'm like, you know what? I've seen too much.
Wait, at the store, I see it physically.
Yeah, like you're the worker. You got to check it out.
Yeah, that's
I'll be
really
like, well, that voids the insurance.
honestly, if I reached a low point to where I'm working at a vacuum store, like,
Well, no, it's not a vacuum store. The vacuum has nothing to do with it. The guy's trading in his phone. In order for you to trade it in, you have to check it out. You open up, so they pop in the PIN code. They open up the lock screen, and instead of going to the homepage, it pulls up just whatever he was already on beforehand, which was the video of him and his vacuum getting it on, which means that he was watching it right before he walked in.
oh, that's tough, man.
I'm gonna look up and be like, is he in the appliance aisle right now?
I don't know.
get-
Part of
I'm
me
gonna
would
get
try
pizza.
to at least like, kind of like understand that people have like weird fetishes and shit, and just kind of like close it real quick and not try to not be judgmental.
I mean, you still got to work on the phone though. You gotta go through the things and make sure it's okay. Like,
Yeah, I'm going on break at the very least.
oh yeah, and the phone's a little sticky.
Yeah, no, I'm
man.
out. I'm out. Well, you had to take
Ew,
it there,
yeah,
Jared.
yeah.
You had to.
Man, phones are so fucking dirty.
Yeah, I
You
try and
know how
wipe my
dirty
down
your
with
phones
fucking
are?
Lysol every now and then
Yeah,
because
oh,
it's
definitely.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You gotta pop it out of the case and fucking because it's with you in the bathroom and when you're fucking people and when you're fucking yourself and
When you're shitting.
when you're dropping it on the fucking floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably dirtier than your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then putting it on your face. Hello, disgusting.
Let's be real, Jay. No one talks on the phone anymore.
I do sometimes.
I do all the time.
Oh, I don't.
But although I do love having the wireless earbuds. and
Yeah,
just
that's
being able to
clutch.
talk that
Yeah.
way.
That's clutch.
That's
my
like futuristic
preferred.
shit. I
Yeah.
feel fucking awesome doing that.
Yeah, I remember when
me hard.
before I had my first pair of like anything wireless, I was like, nah, man, like sound quality's not gonna be good, and fucking people at work talked me into it. So I was like, all right, get them at a discount because I was working at the place, and I tried them out, and I was like, yo, low key,
Pretty good.
this is the future. Okay, I see it now. I'm surprised that they don't have a mobile vinyl backpack, like a backpack that has a vinyl player right into it. You can just fucking pop on
Oh
your vinyl.
God, that's
and
some
listen.
hipster genius right
Someone
there.
would buy it, right?
I think that's almost because like all the movement, unless they figured out a way to like make it so that no matter what you're doing, the needle is stable on the record.
Right.
Yeah.
It would just skip and like scratch your record and like I just that. But a hipster would definitely wear that still. If it was made.
What if it was like?
you.
I don't know. Could you read it with like a laser, like it's a CD?
Yeah, but then it's not vinyl.
But it is the vinyl.
Well,
I mean,
when
it is
you-
technically playing off vinyl, but like the
When-
whole
Alright.
vinyl experience.
When you put it on a backpack, you have to be subjugated to the advanced technology that comes with
subjugated, that's a big word. You just learned that today.
it. Yeah, I know a lot of big words, Dan. Thank you.
Just giving you shit.
Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh yeah.
I can't say that, but yeah.
Can you spell it?
No.
I definitely can't. I'm not spelling that one. I'm not spelling that one.
There's no way.
Do you guys ever do spelling bees?
Oh
No.
yeah, I
What?
fucking
No.
did not get very far at all.
How far did you get? Do you remember?
I think I got to, because how they did it is they had us each, you would have to do by classroom. And then once the classrooms, whoever was like the top two in each classroom, then had to do for the whole grade. And then after the grade, not first for the grade. It was in middle school. And you know how like you'd be sectioned into different wings or whatever?
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
so they would do like that whole section, whatever, and then you would have the top 4 students from each of those, and then that's when you would go to assembly and everyone would watch, and then you would see the best kids from each grade, and then those kids would go on to like, you know, the actual stuff, and if you wanted to see it then you would have to actually attend it. And I think I made it to like the final 10 of my classroom before I fucking got knocked out, so not very far at all. And at first I was really upset and I thought I was gonna like become one of those kids who studies and learns. And then I realized like, this is fucking dumb.
So wait, but you associated the spelling bee with you like getting excited about learning, and then you failed, and then you were like, all right, I'm not excited about learning anymore. Is that kind of
that in particular at least? Well, because I like learning, but I don't like memorizing things. And that's pretty much all
with
spelling
that.
bees are. Like,
Yeah.
Is just memorizing different like rules and the exception to the rules and where words like the whole reason why, you know, when you see when at spelling bees they'll be like, where's the word from? That shit matters a lot because like certain spellings, like if a word came from, you know, Belgium or, you know, Uzbekistan or whatever,
Yeah.
a lot of times they'll have a certain pattern with how they spell shit. And so that's always why they ask for like origin and whatnot.
that actually makes a lot of sense.
But
Country of origin, please. Could I have that word used in a sentence?
But I was the team captain of our school's Battle of the Books.
Ooh.
And that was where you had to
Fucking
read.
nerd.
You had to read like 6 different books, and they were all like award-winning books and shit. And it was basically like, yeah, book trivia almost.
Ooh.
And I was our team's leader, and we ended up winning our first match, and then we went to like a thing. I got 1 medal for that, and then we got our asses kicked when we went to like the state fucking final thing. Like we didn't even get out of the first round that time.
Oh shit.
And it was really embarrassing. I felt so cocky because we like crushed it with our first medal and everything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do reading as a competition.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
like,
just go
this
back."
shit is stupid.
Well, no, especially because you don't really get to enjoy a book when you just are. When you have to read 6 books in a month, like now that I'm older, I'm like, oh yeah, that's easy as fuck. But like realistically, you don't really get to like enjoy and let it like impact you, you know?
Hmm.
And that's also part of the reason why, like, while I love audiobooks, I still like want to shy away from it sometimes. Like audiobooks are great if you're re-listening to something.
Yeah.
But like if it's your first time through, I honestly recommend still just initially reading it. Just because just in today's day and age with all, you know, social media and all this stuff, you can get just so much instantaneous like information and stuff fed to you. And the moment you're done with something, you can instantly pick something else up. And then so I feel a lot of times we don't let shit sit with us and really
Yeah.
like, was that profound? What can I take away from this?
Soak
you
it
know?
all in, get the information.
Exactly.
Does it apply to my life? Where does this kind of stand?
Yeah. I mean, hell, even with like Joe Rogan's podcast, I've been making a point like if it's, you know, a particularly interesting one and someone makes a very interesting point, I'll pause it and I'll stop or whatever and like, and I'll just like think about like that statement or that thing that like they just talked about
Yeah.
for 5 minutes before you then go on and continue. Because so many times we're just so letting ourselves absorb information that I feel, ironically, you don't absorb near as much of it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how much fucking random pointless shit on YouTube that was maybe a fun fact or something that was interesting that I remember nothing of because I just binge watched 10 serial killer fucking documentary things, but I didn't like let any of it soak in.
And I've come across one, like this is one video in particular, guys, that I really, really want to click on. And it's like, but it's like 25 minutes or like a half hour, whatever it is, of like just totally useless information. And I really want to click on it because I'm really curious about what the useless information is. But then I'm just going to spend that time learning about literally useless information. And I'm like,
Yeah, shit, you're not gonna retain at all.
yeah. Or like, even if I do, like, what good does it matter? Like, but I really want to find out what it is, but I don't want to spend the time with it.
Click it, Jared. Just do it. You know you want to.
Do it for the podcast.
Do it for the podcast, Jared.
Then I'll have a take on it. Like,
Then it
here are
wouldn't
my
be so
favorites.
useless at that point. Just
I'll
the
make it
useless facts.
useful.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Alex Pete, everybody. Shaggy Pete.
He has arrived.
All right, let's
All right.
talk about this fucking
Yeah,
pizza.
all right.
Wait,
so,
wait. All right, go ahead. We also have pizza stories too.
Oh yeah.
I'm the most excited I've seen you this entire podcast, Alex.
all right. So, if you could pull up the picture of the menu.
Yeah, let me
So,
find my
little
mouse.
background. So, this is a restaurant that I like. I've eaten at this restaurant and had this restaurant's food so many times. It was right down the street from my house. And it's a pretty good
Wait,
restaurant.
so it's in Philly?
No, not Philly. It's in Sellersville. So that's where I grew up. It's a
Okay.
small town outside of Philly. And yeah, so there's some it's kind of controversial, but it's more just
How do you pronounce
it's
it?
more funny. It's just funny that this happened.
Was it Chiaros?
Cheros.
Cheros. Okay.
Yeah, Cheros. All right.
Boom.
So does anything look wrong in this picture to you guys?
That lava cake was
Yeah.
obviously microwaves.
No. So look at the latte, and if you can zoom in any more, look at the picture in the latte. So this
Oh,
was
I see it.
Oh,
So it's that horse dick guy who has like a fucking foot long schlong that's sitting on the bed that became like a huge meme for a while.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see it?
buddy.
So this was printed in a magazine that was sent out to like 20,000 people. Like a local magazine for like ads, you know, for like local businesses and everything. So basically, this got viral. There's a big radio station called WMMR, and they have a show called Preston and Steve, and it's like one of the biggest shows. Like like everybody listens to that show at least, or has listened to that show at least once. But they talk about this because it just blew up. Well, it blew up on Facebook as well. So it just became like a thing. It just became funny, and the restaurant like apologized for it later on their page. But honestly, it could be a good thing for them because it just
It's phenomenally detailed.
it's funny because they didn't even like notice at first when they put that
Yeah.
picture on for the ad that there's a dude with a foot long schlong, a horse dick,
No, my theory-
in the fucking latte milk.
My theory is they reached out to some like young undergrad and they were like, "Hey, we need, we heard you're in like digital marketing. Can you make this ad for us?" And he was like, "Yeah, how much can you pay me?" And they're like, "Think of all the exposure you'll get." And he was like, "All right, I'll do it." And then that's what happened.
And they had some way other exposure in mind. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they just print out this menu and like children saw it and especially since somebody pointed out, like I wish I was the first guy to see that and be like, no way. Like they put this on a fucking ad, for like in magazines and shit. But I will say Cheros is good, and honestly, I think this will be good for their business ultimately because it's funny. Like it's just it's funny, and you can barely see it, and like I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's good for the business, and
Honestly,
we'll have to do an update. 6 months from now,
Yes.
see if they're still in business.
Oh, they definitely will be. I mean, they definitely will.
And
be.
yo,
They've been around for a long time.
when you go back home, would you be able to go to this place?
100%.
Yo.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's like right down the street. Yeah.
Let's go, brother. Yeah, hit it up.
So
Yeah.
I know that was a shorter topic, but I thought it was funny that like this little ass
dude.
restaurant in Sellersville like caught so much attention.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And apparently, I think that horse dick guy died like because he just I don't know had too big of a
too
dick.
big.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I thought I heard something about that on your mom's house, but now I'm just
Let's find out.
speaking in tongues, so I'm not sure.
Jared, you're gonna have to go incognito mode if you're looking up horse dick guy.
Do you guys use incognito mode?
Well,
I
yeah.
do.
I do, even though they still track that shit, and it just says not in my fucking history.
No, and especially because I'm a degenerate and, I like looking at cartoon porn and shit sometimes. Facebook, out of nowhere, it starts recommending me fucking hentai comics. Like digital ones.
Yeah.
Like, they call them manhwas. Because for some reason, they don't recommend Japanese ones. They recommend to me Korean porn magazines.
Okay.
What's the difference?
And
They use like all
Besides the fact that it's Korean versus.
because I've checked some of them out. All of the characters' names, they're all like very generic and the exact same. Like the dude's name will be like Jinsu or like Park-san or whatever. I don't know. I also get really confused because like they're very big on using honorifics in everything. I'm like, this is a fucking porn. Why the fuck do we care about if they use san, chan, whatever the fucking it's a very big deal. And I'm assuming also in Japan, just in general, in a lot of Asian countries, like you better fucking use honorifics when you're addressing someone.
you know what I think you could do, Dom? I think you could do a huge review of hentai
No.
and just see where it takes
For the Patreon.
takes off for the Patreon for the
Okay.
Patreon.
Because some of them are really weird too. Because here's the other weird thing, like, and again, I don't know if this is just Korea or if it's in general a lot of like Asian cartoon porn and stuff, but like they go on some real risky stuff. Like basically, there was one where it's the typical like the dude's fucking his step-aunt or whatever, but basically the dude's an adult. He was adopted by this chick, this family, when his parents died in a car crash. The husband's just some asshole who's always on business trips, and he's an adult, but he's fucking literally retarded. Like, I'm not being offensive. Like, they basically say he's slow, and so he can't work a job and stuff. And so he doesn't understand, like, what sex is or whatever. And his aunt still bathes him because he's too stupid to shower or whatever. But because he's a man, his dick gets hard, and his aunt, because her husband's always leaving and she's super horny, basically tells him she's going to teach him how to get rid of this problem, but doesn't explain what sex is. So essentially, she's raping her fucking nephew.
Oh my.
And then because of that, he has a distorted meaning of what sex is. So at one point, they go to like a supermarket and there's like a super attractive cashier and she like bends over to pick something up and he tries to fuck her because he doesn't understand what sex is. And then so she's all upset. No, wait, it goes crazier. So she's all upset and she's threatening how she's gonna like sue them or take them to jail. So she's up at that house and she's like, so you just have to let me live here. And then it turns out she saw how big his dick was when he tried to do that. And she's actually horny for him. And now she wants him to fuck her.
I just love how you. I just love how you progressively got more into that story and got more intense while talking.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even jerking off to this, but I'm reading it. I read like 50 chapters of it. I just had to see how.
we need these reviews on Bazooka Shack.
Holy shit,
Patreon.com/Bazooka Shack.
That could just be a short, dude. Just
Oh,
you just
dude,
like talk,
yes.
just giving a quick synopsis on like a weird hentai that you.
And
Oh
that's
my
a more
God.
mild one. There's this other one I'm really into. It just started called Elf Who Likes to Be Humiliated. And it's basically
Is it about my ex-girlfriend? Because it sounds really familiar.
No, it's about like some count, like rich dude or whatever. And for whatever reason, he buys an elf sex slave off this dude for money.
Okay.
But here's the thing: in this like world, elves they live for super long and they're super powerful and can like fuck people up. And you find out this elf is like 2,000 years old, and so it's like,
As
wait
they
a
are.
second, why did this elf like this elf could have killed everyone. Why did she allow herself to be sold as a sex slave? And then basically the dude figures out that the elf has a fetish for being like abused and like BDSM and sort of shit. But she wants it to be like hardcore, no one else knows. And basically, if he doesn't commit this BDSM stuff that he doesn't want to do to himself, like burning her with wax, he made her like pee outside in front and like walk on all fours as a dog and shit. And if he doesn't do all this shit, she'll fucking kill him and all of his family.
Good.
Damn.
God. What is her name and number? Because that's crazy. That's my type.
But yeah.
Holy shit.
So yeah,
At least she's of age.
I don't know how we got on this whole topic.
No, let's go.
But yeah, if you want, I could start a whole.
I think you should.
For it,
I think you should.
There's
man.
enough weird shit out there.
Yeah, I think you
That
should.
Dom
we'll
will
pull it
find
up on the thing
for you.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a niche out there for it.
We'll have to wait to start it after I finish doing the hard 75 because I'm gonna do that with.
No, man. I think you should start it while doing the hard
Well, no,
75
'cause
because
the
then you
issue with
can't.
that
Because
is-
then you can't like. Then it's only like objectively.
No, but that's the thing is I'm still gonna jerk off during the hard
but you're not
75.
trying to, like, look at
but
anything
yeah,
else,
I don't
though.
want to look at any porn. I'm
You're
gonna
right, you're right.
unfollow all of the sexy bitches on Instagram, all of that, because like I said,
You know what? I'll join you in that. I'll join you in that.
hell yeah.
Thoughts be gone.
We went
yeah,
from
that's
a
great.
week ago texting each other Pornhub videos to we're gonna
Hey, I
abstain
mean-
for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
I like it. Hell yeah.
I saw this Pornhub video of this dude who was talking or had like he had a picture and a video of what looks like the AT&T girl. Her name's Milana Weintraub, like nudes of her and like her like doing like a kind of like a casting couch for a porn. You don't see her get fucked, but you just see her naked, and it definitely looks like her.
Really?
It definitely does. I don't.
Yo,
I'm not certain that's her.
deepfakes be crazy, man.
I know. It definitely. There is a strong possibility it's a deep fake, but either
an
way,
actress,
Yo,
or
man.
maybe it's really her.
I
Her
don't-
sister, maybe.
I don't think we appreciate how crazy the future is going to be with deepfakes.
Oh.
Dude, it's going to be a thing in the future now where you're not going to be able to trust any video of anything. Like someone will show you a video and you'll be thinking like the next 9/11's happening because it looks so fucking real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're already almost getting there too. Like, well, and even just like weird things that can happen. Like, did you guys ever hear about the bombings in I think it was like Hawaii or something like that, but that never happened? Citizens were getting like alerts like,
Oh,
on their
yeah,
phones.
and they
It was
were
like on the radios and like all these like sirens and stuff were going off and saying like, you know, let your loved ones know like this is it, this is goodbye. Like bombs are coming, the whole thing is gonna explode or something fucking crazy was gonna happen. Had people all freaked out. Like people couldn't leave. They didn't have enough time, so people were just bunkering down. One guy was golfing during it. He's like, "Fuck it, man. If I'm gonna die, I may as well be golfing, man."
I'm gonna have to
trying
get this
fucking
hole
chill."
in one real quick,
And-
baby boy.
Nothing happened. It was a faulty situation or something like that, or they run some test that went wrong. It was supposed to be a test or some. Who knows what it
Can
was?
you imagine,
but
like-
it wasn't a thing.
A
Damn,
wife
that's crazy.
like trying to get off her guilty conscience. She's like, "I fucked your brother. Your son isn't really your son." And then no bombs happen.
No bombs happen, man.
oh
my god, dude.
Also,
He's
fun
confessed
fact,
everything.
we learned from our new roommate Wood because he lived in Hawaii for a while or some shit. So apparently they have in Chinatown. First off, Hawaii has a Chinatown, and apparently that's where all of the fucking meth and crackheads are. But here's the thing: how the fuck are they getting cocaine to Hawaii?
Maybe they're just making it there. Like,
seagulls.
Seagulls.
Yo,
Damn.
I kind of want to trade
Yes.
seagulls now to smuggle drugs for me.
Yo, I'll buy two.
By the way, Wood told the worst story about like some dude who like asked him to trade shoes with.
We revoked his movie pausing privileges because we were
He
watching.
paused the movie to tell the worst story.
Yeah, we were watching this intense movie, and the dude had on some like Jordans or whatever.
Yeah.
And he paused to tell us, about how he was walking down the street, and some crackhead dude was like, "Hey man, do you want to trade shoes?" And he was like, "Nah, man." And that was the story. That was the whole fucking story. And I was like, okay, and
But you know what though? He's younger. He maybe didn't want to like interrupt like the movie like by speaking over and like
no,
tell
because
his
he does that all the
story.
time. Trust me.
No, he does it
I mean,
carelessly,
no.
man.
So that's why I had to be like, it's revoked unless it's something actually interesting.
It's a funny ass story though. I ain't gonna lie. That's
Yeah, but you got to put the
interesting.
right zhuzh on it, you know? Like, same movie, I came home from being scammed by Sprouts. I got to fucking let y'all know about Sprouts.
Oh!
This is
God, I
some
have to hear this
bullshit.
again.
Yeah, you do, because I'm still upset,
I
Dan.
have to hear this
So,
again.
We moved, right?
Right.
And so the Sprouts that's near us, because we're in like bougie area, it's off 38th and near Federal, but it's huge. It's a fucking ginormous Sprouts, like probably twice as big as the one near us. So I was all hype at first. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So the first time I went into this Sprouts, I went and I got a pizza because it was on sale. Because you know how Sprouts and a lot of Whole Foods, they have those fancy frozen pizzas that are like $9 fucking, but it has all those crazy ingredients and whatnot. They had one on sale for like $3.99. I was like, you know what? That's a good deal for an artisanal frozen pizza. I'll get it. So I get that and a couple other things. I go to the self-checkout because, you know, fuck people. And it rings up as $9. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? But I just eat it. Literally and figuratively. Because, like, I don't want to seem like that bum who, like, oh, I can't afford the pizza, and you have to, like, call the cashier, and they have to waive it, and then someone has to go back there. Like, so I was like, fine, whatever, I'll just take it.
Just if it's not good pizza, sue.
Well, then, a couple days ago, this is right after it snowed too, so it's cold as fuck, but I'm trying to get my steps in, be healthy or whatever, and I'm like, all right, I need to get something from Sprouts. I'm going to walk there. I walk to the Sprouts, and I'm getting some stuff. I feel bad because Dan asked for some cookies. I forgot his cookies. And then I spent his money on hash.
Are those your money saving secrets? You spend other people's monies.
To be fair, though,
I don't
I only
know.
gave you like $5 or something.
Right.
I'm sure any pack of cookies at Sprouts is more than that.
True. But no, and so check it. So I'm looking through stuff. Oh, and I'm stoned as fuck, by the way. And I noticed in the frozen aisle, they have these new, like, super fancy, like, hella big frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but, like, gourmet ones. And normally they're priced at, like, $4.50. I would never, like, per sandwich, and I never would have got it. But it had a manager discount special, 99 cents for this new product. And I made it a point. I checked the fucking label to make sure it was that item and everything else. It wasn't just misplaced there or whatever. And so I'm all hype. I got 3 of them. One for me, one for Dan, and one for the new roommate, Wood. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to eat these delicious gourmet PB&Js. And then I get all my other shit. Go to the self-checkout. Go to ring it up. Bitch rings up as fucking $4.59. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I am not about to pay this for a fucking PB&J. I will die before that happens. And so I call the fucking self-checkout lady up and I'm trying to explain to her. I'm like, hey, yo, this, you know, said it was discounted and it wasn't. And then she was like, oh, all right. And just takes it like she's used to it. So I am convinced whether it is either Sprouts or like these local companies that are getting in these businesses, that they're going out there and making false fucking sales and putting it up there so people are like, oh, cool, it's a deal. Because here's the thing. Most people who shop at Sprouts, either they're already yuppie enough that they don't care enough to check the price tag. They just grab it and go. So they're not paying attention. Or people who have social anxiety like me, who you don't want to have to call someone and be like, hey, I don't actually want this. And then so you just eat the price anyways. I will be damned if they do that to me. So from now on, I'm going to get every discount thing, and when it doesn't come up, I'm raising hell. I'm carrying it up in that bitch. You could say I ain't caring at all about the repercussions.
That sprouted out of nowhere.
Oh!
Dude, if you smoked meth, you would definitely be like out front of the store giving people that exact same thing, just yelling it at them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, back when King Supers employees were striking, they think I'm like in support of them, but really I'm just mad because I'm like, the clearance section is not where it used to be.
He would still be there after the strike. He'd be the one out there. Oh my god.
But yeah, sorry, that's my whole Sprouts. I'm on to you. If I end up,
Oh my
Sprouts, look out! You're
if
on
I end
call.
up suicided, it was Sprouts.
The Cuban Jew's gonna be doing audits.
Everyone knows about Sprouts.
Oh man.
So we tried doing stand-up comedy the other day, and it did not work out.
Like
Where?
Because of you
At a
guys, because
place?
of the venue.
So we had some sets, we practiced, and we had this little spot. We went, and it was like what, like last Sunday before, a couple weeks ago.
You went up on stage on a mic?
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, check it out, man. Check it out. So, this is how it went down. We're all fucking ready. We were able to do some practice runs. We're fucking running in there. We got fucking our waters and everything. I got cologne on. We feel fucking good. And we walk into this pizza place, and we were like, "Yo, like, you know, what's going on?" We didn't like see anyone, so we're like, "Hey, like, you guys like still do comedy here, or like, what's up?" And the guy who had like a real like Italian accent, he was like, "Oh no, we canceled that, but you know, feel free to hang out, you know, whatever. But yeah, we don't do that anymore. We had to stop, you know, whatever, COVID or something, I assume." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And we're like, "Well, there's nothing else happening, so we'll hang out here." And we got. Did you drink? You got a drink, right?
Mhm.
What'd you get?
Justin sweet tea.
Was that alcohol?
Yeah, it
was in it?
was. Huh?
What was in it?
Some kind of vodka and then some like tea that they make, which is why
Oh,
they
that
call it
sounds pretty good.
Justin's. Yeah, because I guess Justin's a sweet boy.
And I had a zombie which just had all the alcohol in it,
Mhm.
and I was really stoked. It's highly recommended. So we're sitting there, and we order food, and then this guy comes up, and he's like, "Hey, like, y'all got like a lighter?" And we're like, "Nah, man, like we don't, 'cause we didn't." And dude's like, "Damn," like walking away. This is kind of like a nice-ish restaurant too, and he's all yelling like, "Man, I'm up in here, and ain't no one got a fucking lighter for my ass, da 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 da," you know, like I didn't got no lighter. And so like one of the workers come out. It's, again, another super thick Italian accent. He's like, hey, brother, you can't be yelling in the fucking place. And he's like, "Hey, don't be snapping in my face, motherfucker." And the guy's like, "Hey, I do what I'm gonna do what I want to do." Is hey. Then they're snapping each other. And me and Alex kind of look at each other and we just look away. We're like, nope, we do not want to be involved. All of a sudden, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear the fucking shuffling back and forth, and then there's a force that pushes up against fucking Alex over here.
Mm-hmm.
Who fell into you?
I was the coworker,
The coworker?
because the dude pushed the coworker onto me, and then that's when all the other coworkers started to come in, because that's when they started throwing fists and shit.
Bro, and it was like the
Holy shit.
Italian mafia, dude. Like, fucking, they were all
Damn.
coming up. They're like,
Yeah.
"What you gonna do, man?" Dude, we
That's
didn't have a
fucking
chance.
awesome.
And the fucking cooks in the back were like, "Nah, man, I don't want any part of that. We're fucking
Yeah.
hanging out." And so they get dude out of
They're
there.
probably all high anyway.
Hell yeah, man. So they get dude out of the place, and he's all like yelling, like, "You guys are gonna regret the day," like yada yada. I was asking
Damn,
for
if
a
only-
lighter. I wasn't asking for any money. I'm blah, blah, blah.
If only you guys had the lighter, you could have prevented all of this.
Bro, that's what I was saying, man. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? Because I would have just given him a lighter, like, "Hey, man, just take it. Like, it's cool. I got another one in the car or something." Like, and so now he's outside. Now he's fucking fuming. Now he's like walking in between like the two entrances and then just hooting and hollering like, "This fucking place tastes like shit. There's fucking pubic hair in it. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck this place. Fuck everyone here. Yada, yada. Call the fucking cops. I fucking dare you. Call the." He was begging the staff to call the fucking cops, and was just like outside. It's being like a general menace.
Was this guy fucked up?
I don't know.
You couldn't tell?
He was on a power trip. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ego trip.
Yeah, and so like the whole thing started over like the manager thinking that he was asking for money and dude was just asking for a lighter and then just wanted to chill. So like
No way.
now he's outside screaming, hooting, and hollering, coming in like threatening but also not threatening. And now suddenly the cops are getting called and then dude dips out. Now the cops are fucking here and they're like, "Oh, well, you know, he's not here." Takes a little statement. They leave. Dude comes back like a little bit after the cops leave, and he's all like, "I'm back, motherfuckers. What's up? Y'all thought the fucking cops were fucking get me? Fucking call him again. Fucking whatever." He does this like 2 or 3 times. He's spending like all his night here now. Like he's fucking dedicated. And finally, he's here, and the cops show up. And before the cops show up, he's outside with like one of like the managers and like what was it, one of the cooks or whatever.
Yeah.
And dude, like they were just standing at like it looked like shit was about to go down, dude. Like they were
Damn.
fucking getting up in each other's faces, like talking and stuff. No hands really being thrown. They were being polite enough, but we were just fucking waiting. I was like, Alex, like,
Tensions were rising.
like we might get shot tonight, man. Like what if this cook has a fucking Uzi in his fucking pocket and the dude tackles him and a fucking straight shot goes through here, and I don't want to lose my dick. What if I get shot in the dick? I don't want that. And so finally cops come up and they arrested him. He had 8 warrants of arrest
Damn.
on his fucking record.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let me ask you guys this, fellas. And it was cool because did we get to perform, put on a show? No, but
Fat bummer.
we got
a
a
We all
great
already-
story.
and they gave us
Yeah,
free.
that's-
They gave us
story.
free
That's a-
cake.
That's
they,
a fantastic story.
They gave us free cake. They
And-
did shots with us. They
No
did
way!
our
Yeah,
stuff.
it was
oh,
dope.
hell,
That's fucking
'cause- yeah,
awesome.
because we were
Yeah.
literally like in the middle of it. Like,
Yo.
So like, dudes are hella cool. But let me ask you guys this though.
Oh no, what was the place?
Tony P's. Highly recommended. It's just a one-off. Yeah,
it's
down in
actually a
Colfax.
great place.
One of
Besides
the
that night,
one of the
Yeah, it's like a
waitresses,
one-up.
she was like,
Okay,
oh,
but
like
yeah.
like one of the waitresses, she was trying to do like damage control. And, like we get it, She was like, oh, like like where you guys from? We're like Denver, like oh, like downtown. We're like yeah. She's like oh, so like you're used to this. And we're like yeah. She's like oh, that's why you guys are being cool. All right, cool. And we're like dude, like if we weren't here, we should have said like somewhere else. Like oh yeah, man, we flew all the way in from fucking Ohio because we heard that Tony P's was the place to get fucking pizza in Denver. We're doing this YouTube series. We were really looking forward to the comedy night and the fucking pizza and not guys asking for lighters and fighting the mafia. Like what's up?
I thought it was going to be a huge plot twist where at the very end, the cops tackle the guy, and then he gets up and just bows, and they're like, end scene!
It's one big, long, elaborate, like, open mic scene kind of thing.
And that's why the manager asked where we were from. She's like, damn, we can't get these guys. What the fuck? And that was a crazy night, though.
Yeah, it's just one fucking...
Yeah. Just one
just a dinner theater.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna look for another open mic then?
Yeah, so
no,
your
100%.
your mom's house has, on Friday nights, I think.
Fridays, I think you
but
said,
we
yeah.
happen to be working at that time, so maybe we'll just find a time when we're not working on a Friday.
I did find out.
Or make a reason why we're not working on a Friday.
So the Comedy Works thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, whatever. But I found out how to get on the list, and they only do 2-minute sets.
Okay.
So that's
That kinda
perfectly
works out in your-
doable. Yeah, that's
So
like
you-
2 minutes.
We just
yeah.
half our sets and we're good.
Exactly. Yeah. So exactly.
Walk
So we have
in-
more than enough.
Yeah.
For sure. Just for like one set.
Yeah. Just can't have a lot of intro bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
kinda,
exactly. It's gonna have to get
What's going
straight,
on?
straight
Unless it's
to
part
the
of your
story
thing
or
and you're able to
whatever.
transition real quick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
But yeah.
almost scarier than 5.
Well, hell yeah, guys. That takes a lot of balls because I don't think I ever want to do any. Open
Oh no, we're
mics.
getting your ass up there.
Yeah.
You're a funny motherfucker.
I know,
I
but
think
like
you'd have a great
it-
night.
everything on stage is different.
Yeah.
I'll be different on stage.
But
and
I
it's just
think
it's not gonna be as loose.
But if I'm gonna throw some people on stage, it's gonna be Dom and it's gonna be you. Like
See, the only
out
thing
of
you're thinking
everyone
about
I
right
fucking
now
know-
is how you're gonna be on the stage, but you don't know how you're gonna be staged. Once you get used to the
Dan
stage
would just
point,
start talking.
you'll be fine.
He
Yeah.
did like when he did the stand up in.
it's almost
in the
like a
Shack with
nervous
us.
reaction where
Yeah.
I just start rambling and hopefully something I say is funny.
Hey, and that's what we do every time.
Yeah.
I don't know what word's gonna come out of my mouth. I can say and it may or may not make sense to everyone else.
Well, maybe I could be talked into doing an open mic. at some
Yeah, feel that flavor!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want Dom on at least like 1 or 2 open mics. So you're like the Joey Diaz of the group. He was funny.
point.
as
Maybe we
shit.
should just go
Take
up
that
on
as a
stage and tell
compliment.
hentai
It's
shit.
a very good compliment. Yeah,
I think people will be like, "Whoa, this guy's crazy." What the
bro,
fuck?
I'd laugh. Like genuinely.
And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy about these prices at Sprouts. Fuck them Sprouts."
I'm on to you, Sprouts.
Yeah.
And I'm on to you shoppers that fucking let this shit fucking go by the wayside. Oh my god.
We were totally blue ball though. We were so ready to go and fucking do
Oh,
some open mics. We
dude,
were
yeah.
ready.
But
we were
it turned
fucking
out
ready.
to be a story and a good
Nothing.
night for you guys.
Man,
so that's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
The sweat that was coming out of me,
This
man.
kid was so nervous. He was so excited.
Ooh. And then it turns out, oh yeah, we don't have it. And then we got to deal with this guy. I was like, pretty good night besides no comedy, but hey,
yeah.
got a lot of sweat still on me.
Yeah.
It was sweaty.
Sweaty pee.
Hey. More like saggy pee.
No, I'm just thinking of a sack of pee.
I don't know.
You have a sack of peas? Sack of pea kind of sounds like a
See, I just
Pokemon.
bombed right there. That hurt.
Hey,
You'll get him next time.
I'm now
Tiger.
bombing again.
bomb. It happens. It's part of
Bombs
it.
over Baghdad. Are you guys gonna do another hot challenge?
We didn't do a hot challenge.
Yeah, you did the Pocky chips.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying we can do another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You
I
guys
need
be
to
down for
find
another one?
something worthy.
Man, I really struggle with hot shit, so I'm definitely gonna be.
sauce, by the way, that you showed me yesterday.
But yeah, I'm down for another challenge.
We should find like super spicy beef jerky.
Dude, we could do a tier list for you. Just have like a couple episodes where you're trying the hot stuff, and we can do it for a segment for your try stuff show.
Okay.
You go as far as you can, and then you tap out, and then Dom keeps trying to fucking go. Like hot ones, but with
No, instead of "Are you smarter than fifth grader?" Are you hotter than a Cuban Jew?
"Are you hotter than a Cuban Jew?" That sounds
TM.
good.
What time are we at?
What are we looking at? Hour 42.
Hour 42. Damn.
Cool.
Yeah, we've been
Nice.
chilling.
I didn't feel like an hour 42,
We've
honestly.
been chilling.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, do we got anything else we need to talk about, boys?
Closing remarks.
I do. The color blue is the best color ever.
No.
Argue
I
me.
do
What
have
you got?
one last thing to talk about.
Yes.
Thank you.
But obviously, this is media, and so this could be misconstrued. I don't know. But there was a
suddenly
tweet
scared.
from Kanye about apparently Kim is alleging that Kanye put a hit out on her.
Oh God, yeah. See, I wanted to kind of avoid all this. Not gonna lie, it's just stupid, fucking petty drama.
That's what I was thinking too. It's just
They're
petty.
both just going back and forth. The only thing, and then I actually was gonna talk. So thank you. You reminded me. The only thing that I will say is kind of valid is Kanye being upset that his daughter is on TikTok, and she's like 8 years old.
Oh yeah.
And he's just super against that, and he doesn't want his daughter like being that exposed to social media, especially like with
His
how
mom.
yeah
And
Or
she's
their-
a young
yeah.
girl too.
Mm.
Like, there's a whole other lot of risk, especially if you're going like live directly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the internet's already dodgy enough, especially if you're like someone who's in that kind of realm.
right.
Yeah.
And so like I can feel for him in that sense that like he's not happy with that, but all that other shit is just petty back and forth between him and Kim. She's releasing statements, he's releasing statements.
Yeah.
I will say though, I'm just excited for Toxic Kanye's album.
Toxic Kanye's album. Yeah.
The wild thing is though, it's going to be Donda 2, which is like attributed to his mother. So like, how much of
Yeah, I wonder if the name's gonna get changed or not, or
maybe he'll have something else. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if that is the direction he goes towards, that would be a weird dynamic to have it under your mom's legacy.
yeah. And it's gonna be
Yeah.
produced by Future.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But is that
Cool.
like for Donda 2, or is that for like this other stuff that he may or may
For
not have
Donda
going
2,
on?
that he says
It
he's
is.
dropping February 22nd.
Mm.
And no, and here's the interesting thing on that. I guess February 22nd is the anniversary of when Kim's dad died or some shit.
Oh.
Or not dad, because I don't know exactly, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
no, it was her
dad.
dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
her dad.
Huh.
And so like that's kind of like extra fucking shade, pettiness, fucking.
Yeah.
But I would also argue that's just a good date to drop something if you are. February 22nd of 2022. That's kind of cool.
Makes sense. 022222.
Yeah.
He made that whole announcement where he was like, "I'm not gonna have a phone till the album's done." And it's like, okay.
Yeah. What
I
good
don't-
that's doing right now. Yeah. Jesus.
I don't think anyone really
Gives a fuck,
I mean,
yeah.
but people do though. Like, so
They-
it's like, why?
you know.
Why? Just fucking go without the phone. I mean, unless you're trying to like mass let all your homies know that like you don't have a phone, and that's just like the easiest way to kind of do it too. That we cover all the weird bases, even like the people that you don't initially think about that's in your first like contact point.
Mhm.
But even still, this just felt like a ego stroke flex
course,
kind of
yeah.
thing. He's all getting a massage. Just so you guys know, I'm Kanye West. I'm getting a massage, and
Yeah.
I ain't answering no calls because Kim wants fucking money for the kids.
No, just like when people make I'm deleting Facebook in 24 hours. If you want my number, hit me up,
Hit me
blah, blah,
up.
blah. It's like, no. If we were cool enough to have number, I would already have your number. No one fucking cares. Just delete it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you're on the Facebook and not on the cell phone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you didn't make that list. Sorry.
Check it twice,
Yeah.
Naughty or nice.
especially on OnlyFans. Yeah, I got to
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out which ones are nice and which ones are not. I know. I mean, I know I'm not paying for it, so it's still free. But like, if I'm gonna be spending my time, we're looking good. How much for you guys to start your own OnlyFans?
Wait, I'm being paid to start an OnlyFans?
I mean, like hypothetically, yeah.
I want to make at least 10 grand a month.
Nice.
And I'm doing weird shit. Like I'm wearing that horse hat that you have, the horse head, and I'm just fucking bitches with that on. and shit.
It's a pretty good price, too. Okay.
And it'll be all sort of things. I'll do a Shrek costume one.
Yo, I think with that niche kind of stuff, you could definitely get a little audience happening.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fucking like different like places and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yo, find a little person and have them roleplay as Lord Farquaad.
Yo.
Ah. That would be nuts.
Shrek getting pegged by Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, he just comes up with his javelin. He's like, oh, yeah, unholy beast.
While the donkey's behind you licking your asshole.
Oh. And it's playing like clips of Eddie Murphy every time. So it's just like, you know, the AI's got to figure it out. So it's almost real, but it's pulled from everything.
The dragon wanted to come in, but it just didn't want to interrupt.
That donkey fucked that dragon, guys.
Yeah,
That's the biggest takeaway from Shrek. Look, if donkey can do it, we can do it, okay? So go find your sexy dragon, go slay her. Pregnate her. Give her kids that you immediately regret because they breathe fucking fire. How do you change a diaper of a motherfucker who breathes and or shits fire?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Right? Or like, hypothetically, like baby Jesus. How do you change that motherfucker's diaper? All of a sudden, he's got wine coming out of his dick or something crazy.
I'm just hoping that because he's Jesus, he can just like miracle away the shit or some shit.
He's a baby. He doesn't know what's going on.
Figure it out.
You give him a bath and he's just sitting on top of it like it's nothing. He's just standing on top of it like, what? Jesus want a cookie.
Peeing wine. Pooping gold. He doesn't even have to wipe.
Yeah, his
That's true magic.
His parents never had to worry about not finding an open hotel ever again. Just hold on, he wants some cold Jesus poop.
All right. Should we close this out?
Takeaways?
Closing remarks?
Anyways, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Good day, gang.
Love y'all.
Miss this.
We're gonna
Love
continue
y'all.
doing- I'm super excited for Careless Critique.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
To be determined segment from Shaggy P.
Yeah. EYESO plays, broken keyboard, rum guzzlers, good day, gang,
Gang.
Bazooka
Shack.
Shack.
Stay tuned, motherfuckers.
Love ya. We
Yeah.
out.
Peace and love.
Not the father.
Oh, man.
Bet.
Damn, we definitely have to clip the hentai story.
Hell no. What? That's my favorite part.
No, clip it as in like.
Oh, as
make
like
it
a separate thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that and,
Yeah.
and y'all's story. For sure.
Oh, it's Tony P story.
Yeah, dude, that's a good
Yeah,
fucking
those
story.
movies.
The Ballad of Tony P.
Good clips, man.